Okay, so today's something a little special. I am going to go outside and go meet with a fellow photographer, Montrealer. His name is Mike, and we actually started the Montreal chapter of Beers and Cameras, so pretty excited about that. But we haven't met because we literally launched it in the midst of the pandemic, which is still going on right now, especially in Montreal. So very excited about meeting the guy and also just chatting and maybe shooting some cool shots with this big bad boy here, the GFX100. And I have the 110mm attached to it. I also have the 45mm, so might try some shots there and see what we can get. But again, very excited to be meeting up with Mike, and I invite you to go see the links down below if you want to see what Beers and Cameras is about. I'm not pretty active for now, but again, as soon as we can, we will resume or actually start the meetups. And at the end of the day, it's just, you know, cool people wanted to chat about photography over a beer or a coffee, whatever you're into, especially beers though. And if you're interested, let me know. But yeah, let's kick off this vlog. I think I don't know if vlogging is still a thing in 2020, but it's just me with a bunch of cameras and meeting up with a fellow photographer. So let's roll the clips.
Hey, I'm Fred Ranger, a travel photographer and filmmaker. For the past decade, I've been fortunate enough to be able to travel all around the world and capture incredible images. In the process, I've learned so much about storytelling and the gear we use to tell our stories in this day and age. And now, it's time for me to give back and share everything I've learned with you. So be happy, enjoy life, and welcome to the journey.
Hey Siri, lock the front door. Okay, so we are masked up and we are ready to go. Let's go meet Mike and see how that day, which is partially cloudy and sunny, I mean, not the best conditions, but hey, this is a cool part of Montreal. This is the Southwest, and again, we'll see what we can take. There he is. Fiber Mike. Enchanté.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Okay, so just met up with Mike and we are going to test the GFX100. This should be fun. I got the 110mm, so I'm looking forward to test it. This is the 45, I tested it, but now let's do some portraits with the 110. That's cool. Okay, so we just met some friends here at the canal, and we are going to ask him a couple questions if you want to follow him. Always cool to meet some fellow photographers. They were asking if there's any cool spot. There is a lot of cool spot to photograph here. Hey, what's your name, buddy?
Thomas.
Thomas, and where can people find you? On Instagram.
Thomas Photography.
Thomas Photography.
Yeah.
I'll put it down below so you guys can actually go follow him. All Cheers, right. Thomas. See you on Beers and Cameras. I will do a cheer of camera because we cannot touch
yeah, all right.
hands. Yeah, okay. Have fun. Cheers.
Thank you, dude.
Je pense que c'est assez de distance en réalité.
C'est pas pire ici, hein?
Capable?
Yeah. Nice. We got the shot. Hey guys, so I'm finally with Mike from Beers and Cameras Montreal.
What's up, guys?
Hey Mike. We are actually geeking out on cameras. We've got a lot of cameras right now on the table, and we did a couple test shoots. But Mike, tell me a little bit more about
why are we starting Beers Cameras Montreal?
Starting Beers Cameras Montreal because we're having what I can notice, not a really strong community sense. So I just want to really start it up, really hook ourselves up, all our communities together, be it with a beers or a coffee or a glass of juice, and our love for cameras. So that's going to be really something we're going to target ourselves at and really try to do as many events as we can when we can eventually do it in 2021.
Yeah.
So that's going to be what we're going to do.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely, man. And we've been fortunate enough to work with the Beers and Camera guys in San Diego. It's probably warmer than here today.
Just a little bit.
Here it's actually not so cold if you compare to what it should be at this time of the year. So we were able to test some cameras. Hey, Fujifilm GFX100. Got a couple test shots, and man, this camera is kick-ass. The level of detail that you're getting from this camera, I want to shoot it more, but from what I'm seeing right now, guys, it is a very interesting camera. And for the price, I mean, it is a medium format camera, right? So usually medium formats is pretty expensive if you compare to a phase 1 and so on. But the ergonomics also is very cool. So anyways, that's very cool. Mike, you're gonna shoot with the Fujifilm X100F in the next couple of days?
Yeah, I'm gonna be testing it out just for fun.
Perfect. And this is a 35mm equivalent with f2. You've got an oldies right there. This is the D300.
Yeah, I love some old retro digital cameras. I really love it. Nice colors. Foreground legend.
How many megapixel in there?
Only 12.
You know what? If you got 12 good megapixel, it can beat any cameras.
Exactly.
And I've got the Leica right here. It was the Leica Q2. I'm really enjoying my time with the Leica Q2. Actually, so much so that I bought one. I wasn't sent this camera. These cameras though, well, this camera will have to go back to Fujifilm, unfortunately. But I'll be able to do some more test shots. I'll put some test shots in this vlog so you guys will be able to see. But I think the message here is please go subscribe to Beers and Cameras Montreal. I'm gonna put the link down below so people can find us on Instagram, right?
Yeah, come find us on Instagram.
And we will be, you know, active as soon as we can resume activities and meetups. We will let you know when we can do that. But in the meantime, maybe we'll work on a virtual version. I don't know. I mean, we'll
try some virtual meetups, try to see some people going on.
Exactly.
It's gonna be something really cool.
So let's make sure that all the photograph community of Montreal is subscribing. And if you're not even from Montreal, we don't care. We love you all. We just want to connect with you. If you like cameras, storytelling, beers, coffees, whatever you're into, go subscribe and we'll have some fun geeking out about these great things that we all love. So cheers, Mike. See you soon. It was good to see you for the first time. I hope it's the first time of many. And hopefully we can both see you guys very shortly at one of our Beers and Cameras event. Cheers.
Okay, so we are back from that little meetup with Mike. It was actually pretty cool to meet him in person because we started this whole Beers and Camera thing in Montreal without even seeing each other in person. So today I wanted to, he needed a 35mm equivalent lens to shoot something. I just lent him my Fujifilm X100F that I haven't sold yet. So if you are interested, let me know because I have the V right here. And I had a chance to actually rock the Fujifilm GFX100 and with the 110 f2 lens, and I must admit I'm pretty impressed with the results. I did a product shoot with some smoke, so Mike did some like vape thing behind the camera. Man, this resolution 102 megapixel plus that lens f2, it's approximately, I guess, a 60, 62, 65-ish millimeter if you compare it to a 35mm equivalent. But at the end of the day, again, very impressed by this GFX 100 plus the 110 f2 lens. I also tested the 45mm lens, so I'll put some links to the photos that I took today. Might throw some on the screens right now. But again, it was just a nice day outside of Montreal. Nice to be chatting with a fellow photographer. If you want to follow Mike personally, I'll put his link also down below. And don't forget to subscribe to Beers Cameras Montreal. We will actually organize either a virtual, if we have to, or a in-person meetup at some point throughout 2021, early 2021. And it will just be nice to be chatting about cameras over a beer or a coffee, whatever you're into. And in the meantime, if you want to ask any questions about this big bad boy here, the Fujifilm X100, no, not X100, GFX100, please ask them down below. I've been Fred Ranger. Enjoy life, be happy, and enjoy your big bad gear. Cheers.